Chris hires a new employee, who starts work after passing his drug test and completing new employee orientation. Chris becomes suspicious that the new employee has been using drugs, due to his having red eyes. What type of drug test can he administer? A. Random. B. Pre-employment. C. Reasonable suspicion. D. He cannot administer a drug test. The answer is D. Chris cannot administer a drug test under these circumstances. The employee recently passed his pre-employment drug test, and Chris's suspicions are not considered reasonable. A reasonable suspicion drug test can be used any time there has been an accident, in which an employee's actions contributed to the cause of the accident in the workplace, or when a supervisor suspects, based on behavior, that an employee is under the influence of drugs. In this example, the employee has not exhibited any behavior indicating he is on drugs, nor caused any accidents. The red eyes could easily be caused by a medical issue. Singling the employee out could lead to discrimination accusations. The random drug test also cannot be used, because it must be performed on an arbitrary, unscheduled basis. Gary waits until after the second interview to begin ranking candidates because he uses a comparison scale to rank all candidates against one single candidate. Gary is subjecting these candidates to what type of bias? A. Recency. B. Central tendency. C. Contrast. D. Harshness. The answer is C. Contrast bias occurs when an interviewer compares candidates to each other, or compares all candidates to a single candidate. Central tendency bias is a tendency for a rater to place most employees in the middle or average of a rating scale. Company X has 150 employees and is currently being sued for harassment by one of their employees. What is the maximum damage award that Company X could have to pay, according to the Civil Rights Act of 1991, sliding scale? A. $100,000. B. $200,000. C. $300,000. D. $50,000. The answer is A. The CRA of 1991 established a sliding scale for compensatory and punitive damages based on company size. The sliding scale identifies maximum damages awards by number of employees, as listed below. 15 to 100 employees, $50,000. 101 to 200 employees, $100,000. 201 to 500 employees, $200,000. 501 plus employees, $300,000. A corporation is examining internal business units to find redundancies that can be eliminated. What is this an example of? A. Merger. B. Re-engineering. C. Restructuring. D. Acquisition. The answer is C. There are several structural changes affecting workforce populations. These changes include re-engineering, corporate restructuring, workforce expansion, workforce reduction, and mergers and acquisitions. Corporate restructuring looks at individual units in the organization to reduce or eliminate redundancy or bureaucratic process, in order to reduce costs and increase production. Re-engineering involves looking at the entire organization to simplify or eliminate unnecessary processes, with the goal of increasing customer satisfaction through improvements in efficiency. Re-engineering is about rethinking and redesigning a new process to ensure efficient objectives achievement. Restructuring is more about cost cutting, especially people-related costs, hence staff reduction.